Yo, what is going on, everybody? We've been having a crazy just 2 days. We had a bunch of news from a bunch of projects like Space Ape Club, Yummy Universe, OG Bears, and all of it was washed away as soon as Clay Nation made their announcement that Snoop Dogg and Charles Hoskinson were going to be holding a Twitter space together. So along with this news, we have found out that they will be releasing a limited area of land inside of Clay Nation. It's going to be called Baked Nation, along with the initial sale of Sonic Village and the Underworld pitches. Along with this announcement, we're going to see that there's going to be collectibles paired with unreleased Snoop Dogg tracks and some other utility released in the future. But this video is going to be more than just talking about the hype behind this project. I want to cover everything that you guys need to know about Clay Nation. Looking on the Clay Nation Discord all the way back to their very first announcement, I found that it was on the 14th of April, making this April the first anniversary. Clay Nation has had many drops, but their most important mints have been the Clay Nations by Claymates and the Clay Nation and Good Charlottes. Clay Nation's first huge collection was the Clay Nation by Claymates collection of 10,000 NFTs. They were 100 handcrafted traits put through an algorithm, and they sold out on September 9th. 2 months later, they announced their collaboration with Good Charlotte for another 10K drop for their Good Charlotte and Claymate NFTs. The only way that you could buy one of these NFTs was if you already owned a Clay Nation NFT and you held it in your wallet before the snapshot. These Good Charlotte clays are sometimes referred to as GC clays for short. There was only a 24-hour period to mint them, so that is why there is a lower supply than the full 10K allocated. Just on daily volume coming after the announcement of the Snoop Dogg collaboration, Clay Nation Claymates have sold 1.6 million in ADA volume. And on top of that, the GC clays have done 360,000. Just to put a little bit of perspective on this, the all-time volume for Clay Nation is 18 million. Bruh. What's even crazier than that are the GC clays are at a total volume of 3.1 million, making 360,000 11.5% of all of their volume. Now, just like with most other collections, you do own the commercial rights to your clay, but there is another reason why these are going up so much in value. On top of commercial rights, for every single Clay Nation NFT, they are also making a 3D avatar. If you want to check out your own clay and see what it would look like in a 3D version, you can head over to cnholders.com and connect your wallet that has a clay inside. The Good Charlotte clays will also get a 3D avatar, but these are going to be worked on after they do the final touches for the original collection. So now we're at the part where we talk about why the price has been going up so much. The Clay Nation holders and the Good Charlotte holders will be the first to populate and test the areas within the Clayverse, the Village and the Underworld respectively. So the Clay Nation holders will be able to access the Village, and the Good Charlottes will be able to access the Underworld. So going back to the original announcement that started this whole thing off, we will be releasing a limited area of land in Clay Nation, Baked Nation, along with the initial sale of Sonic Village and Underworld pitches. Now, if you were a little curious about what a pitch was, a pitch is either a treehouse, a forest lodge, or a tent. It's important to note that approximately 30% of total pitches will be reserved for Clay Nation and GC holders. The pitches will vary in size, shape, and distribution, so the varieties will be indicative of land size as well as default customizable accommodation asset packs. These will act as early content but can also be fully replaced by plot owners in the future. What's crazy about all of this is we haven't even talked about their token yet. The $Clay will be the main utility token of Clay Nation. Initially, the Clay token holders will be able to participate in governance of Clay Nation, where they will have their own votes. Also, we can expect this to be delivered around May of 2022. The total amount of clay being distributed is going to be 2.5 billion. It's going to be a finite supply, but there will be a circulating supply to start. The most common way of earning these tokens in the future will be by owning a Clay Nation Claymate or by owning a Good Charlotte clay. Clays also do have other assets that will earn these, but they will be earned annually. These include the Claymates Season 1 and 2, the Pet Store, Papa's Garage, Mystery Mates, Hatch Ball, Bonus Ball, Claybud, and the Clayfella holders. The other ways that these will be distributed is through their stake pool, so you do not need to own a clay, but if you allocate some of your money to a stake pool, you will earn a percentage of clay that way as well. Also, they have their land sale bonuses and utility and liquidity. That's going to be roughly 20%, and they're allocating 18% to be distributed among their team. The final 32% will be a funding stream for the Clay Nation development that will go towards marketing, infrastructure, and hiring more people. Clays also have their own stake pool, which we just talked about, and that is not only going to be for distributing their Clay token. You can also earn roughly 4.5% staking your ADA there. But wait, there's even more incentives. Sometimes they give away NFTs as well, and in the month of March to April, they are giving away 2 Clays, 3 GC Clays, 1 Rat's DAO, 5 Liquid, 3,000 Pavia, 1,000 Sunday, 250 Milk, $300 worth of merch, and 500 WMT. If any of you guys are interested in staking with the Clay stake pool, it is under the ticker Music. Heading over to their community voting on their Clay paper, you can see that the Clay Nations will count as 2 votes, the Good Charlottes will count as 1 vote, any of the other extras will be 1/5 of a vote, and the Season 1, Season 2, the expansions, the mystery mates, and other collabs will also count as 1 vote. The very first vote that they had was to prioritize a marketplace just for the Clays, and the community voted against it. This should be noted that it doesn't mean that they're not going to create a marketplace, it just means that they are not going to prioritize it. They also have some really cool ideas in mind, one of them being their physical card deck. The Clayfellas physical standard deck of 52 playing cards along with 2 jokers has been created with Sweet Elegance, Clay Boldness, and NFT Link tangibility. These decks of cards will be distributed to the top Clayfella holders, and they will come with an NFT link that kind of bridges the gap between a tangible good and the digital good. Over on JPEG, we can see that there's 1,100 Clayfellas and the floor is right now 110 ADA. Looking at their game nights in their Clay paper, they talk about in early March, they started launching these games and anybody could play, but only the Clayfella holders would be able to win prizes. Another one of their very popular collections is called claybudz. The first claybud was launched on the 17th of June, and they recreated some of these space buds, such as the dino, the bull, the elephant, the cat, fish, alien, lion, wolf, and co-creator Barry. Their part 2 launched on the 23rd of March, and it was just the rest of the collection in either 8, 80, or 88 editions, totaling a 850 NFT count. The only way you could have bought one of these was if you already owned one of the ones from Season 1. Something coming in the future that we don't have an exact date on is their partnership with ISM Toys. This toy company makes one-of-one toys and models for artists and NFTs. Usually with an Ethereum focus, ISM Toys will be creating their first Cardano portal, especially for Clay Nation and Clay Nation Good Charlottes, where holders can connect their wallet and purchase a custom-made, hand-painted model of their NFT. The quality is second to none, and ISM have already worked with 6 Black, Russ, and many Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. Another really cool collaboration that we have to look forward to is their collaboration with Angel Baby Hit Squad. They are saying that Clay Angel Babies will be airdropped to Angel Baby Hit Squad holders later this year. Also, if you didn't know, they have their own merch store over at nftlink.digital/claymates-shop. You'll be able to buy one of their shirts, one of their hats, or an NFT Link sticker. And if you didn't know, Clay Nation has a bunch of events coming up. Obviously, CNFT Con, where they are sponsoring the first ever physical CNFT conference. It takes place on the 8th to the 9th of October in Las Vegas, Nevada, and expect to see a strong Clay presence, a booth, and their own stage. After that, they have their Rare Bloom event in Colorado, and they also do community meetups. In London, they're going to do their first birthday, which is going to be late March or early April. There will also be a meetup in Brussels if the interest is significant. But this is pretty much everything I wanted to cover on Clay Nation. I absolutely love this project. I am super bullish on it. I don't know anybody who isn't. I don't really need to hype it. I mean, I could probably talk like this for the entire time and people would still watch because it's just that freaking hyped. This project is incredible. Last thing I want to note before I wrap it up is that I know that a lot of you guys, if you're not already in the project, can't afford a regular Clay or a GC Clay. However, looking at their game nights, you can still afford one of their Clayfellas. And we will launch game nights starting early March, so they started last month, and these will initially be open to the whole community, but prizes will be exclusive to Clayfella holders. So looking over at Clayfellas at a 110 price is much cheaper than any of the other Clay entries. So if you are looking to get into this project, this may be a good entry. Wrapping it up here, guys, Clay's actually shot up another 200 ADA during the making of this video. Shoutouts to everybody who's in this project. I think it is extremely crazy, and I can't wait to see what they develop in the future. But thank you guys for coming around. If any of this content helped you, please give me a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.